Welcome back to Bumblebee. Here are the top 10 bizarre events that happen, hopefully, only once in a lifetime. Let's do it. Number 10, Animal Heaven. This was pretty odd, and we're still talking about it. Rightfully so. Coco the gorilla. She was a famous primate known for her ability to communicate through sign language. We've all seen that video with her and Robin Williams tickling each other laughing. It's heartbreaking. It's beautiful. Gorillas are very smart and very strong. So strong. Francine Patterson, who was Coco's trainer and of course the closest human around to Coco, was asked in an interview how deep their conversations with Coco would actually go. The caregiver showed Coco a skeleton once and asked if it is alive or dead. Coco signed, dead, draped. Draped means covered up. Then they asked, where do animals go when they die? And then Coco said, apparently Coco said, a comfortable hole. And then she gave a kiss goodbye. Yeah, philosophical debates followed, of course, because what was she referring to here? Was Coco being referred to being put into the ground, literally? Or was she talking about an afterlife? A comfortable hole in the afterlife world? I don't know. Gorillas are so smart. And again, so strong. Number 9, Derek Amato. What started with tragedy ended in symphony. Here we go, I had no idea this was possible, and now I'm questioning everything. Derek Amato is a self-taught pianist who gained worldwide attention after a traumatic brain injury caused him to develop acquired Savant syndrome. Derek was diving into a shallow pool back in 2006. Now his concussion actually made him lose some of his hair and some of his memory. It was bad. But in a bizarre turn of events after the accident, Derek became a musical genius. Guy was killer on the keys, who knew? This condition allowed him to access exceptional music abilities that were for sure not around before the accident. Amato actually released his own album titled Life in the Keys. That's incredible. Tried so many times. Number 8, Katalung. A Mongol princess and descendant of Genghis Khan. Let's talk about her. Katalung is known in history for her undefeated wrestling abilities, if you can say that. She was said to have issued a challenge to any man who wanted to marry her, stating that the first must defeat her in a wrestling match. Now, despite many attempts by many men, Katalung reportedly remained undefeated, with some accounts suggesting she won as many as 10,000 matches. Yeah, Tinder, but make it exhausting. Sure. Instead of a super swipe, she's getting your legs swiped? I don't know. A super choke? Her story has become a legendary tale of strength and independence in Mongolian history. And also, how terrifying is that woman? Imagine being like number 6,000. You're like, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna tap her out. I really have no clue. Number 7, Hector. I'm not referring to the Greek hero Hector. No, not this time. Not this time, Bumblebee. No, I'm referring to the cloud that was named after him. Yeah, we're talking about clouds now because, why not? Hector is a famous cloud formation that appears in the Tiwi Islands of Australia. Now the cloud appears from September to March every single year, every single day, which is terrifying. What's going on here? The area's unique weather patterns are quite the spectacle. The name Hector's thunderstorm, or simply Hector, which I'm more fond of, that name also comes from a powerful storm that struck the area back in 1930s. A World War II pilot named it Hector, and that's how memorable it was. It's still going strong today. Yeah, today, even right now, I guess, yeah, Hector is still going. Tomorrow, Hector's gonna disappear. It's the last day to catch Hector. It's right now. Go get your last minute views in to Hector. That's crazy. I didn't realize that was today. At this point, he's a popular tourist attraction. Visitors can go and take boat tours to witness the spectacular lightning displays surrounding the storm. Me personally, I want nothing to do with that. I watched Nope recently, so no, this one freaked me out. I don't like clouds that show up on the regular. I don't know. Clouds with a schedule, I'm all set. This next one here, kind of the same kind of thing. Here we go. Number 6, medieval sky battle. This might happen soon. I don't know. Aliens, who knows? Short and sweet, this one. This looks like the inside of my old high school locker, first of all, but this is actually medieval art. This Nuremberg broadsheet shows us a battle, an Avengers level threat, really, if anything. This battle took place apparently on April 14th, 1561. It was an aerial battle involving, I don't know, globes, crosses, tubes, you tell me. I don't know what's going on in the sky, but Iron Man is nowhere to be found. These cigar-shaped UFOs have been breaking the internet recently, and I'm not gonna lie, they kind of look like what we're seeing in that medieval art. Maybe this is the same vehicle. Maybe it's the same battle. Maybe it's gonna happen again. People viewed this event as a divine warning. Yeah, obviously, you don't say. What else are you gonna call that? UFO is flying around, someone's like, I have a bad feeling, Abraham. I don't know, this looks a little odd. Number 5, Enlisted Bear. During World War II, a Polish army unit enlisted a real-life Syrian brown bear named Wojciech to serve with them. Because, yeah, what could go wrong, right? I just watched that bear movie, I don't know. Washtek had been found as a cub in Iran by Polish soldiers and of course adopted as their very own mascot. Again, sure, why not? Now as he grew up, Washtek became an integral part of the unit, right? He helped carry around ammunition and other heavy supplies that only a bear could carry. Fair, I guess. And he quickly became popular among the soldiers. They all loved him. They would play with him and feed him cigarettes and beer, you named it. He loved it all. He'd eat the glass, probably. He even learned how to salute, a skill he would often perform when given a bottle of beer. He's like, thank you, sir. And he'd open it on his nails. So scary, so scary. Washtek's presence helped boost the morale of soldiers, and he became a beloved symbol of the unit's fighting spirit, because why, of course he did. After the war, Washtek was demobilized along with the rest of the unit, and then he spent the rest of his life at the Edinburgh Zoo in Scotland, where he continued to be a, of course, popular attraction. He's like still saluting people and stuff. They're like, it's all good, man, it's all good, you're safe now, you can chill. Today, he's still celebrated as a symbol of the bond between animals and humans in times of war. That's crazy. They got a real life bear to do that. That's terrifying. I just watched a movie about a bear doing some crazy stuff with some illicit substances, and it seemed way scarier than that somehow. Number 4, Violet Jessup. Violet Jessup was a British ocean liner stewardess who somehow survived 3 major shipwrecks in the early 20th century. Not 1, not 2, 3. That's crazy. She's known for all these incredible tales of survival and her courage in the face of disaster, again, numerous times. First off, 1912, Jessup was working on board the RMS Titanic when it of course hit an iceberg and sank in the North Atlantic Ocean. She managed to escape on one of the lifeboats, one of the few lifeboats, might I add, and survived the disaster. Just a few years later, 1916, she was working on the HMS Britannic when it struck a mine and sank in the Aegean Sea. Again, Jessup survived and managed to make it to safety. Somehow. Now at this point you're like, okay, she's not gonna do it a 3rd time, right? No possible way. In 1940, Jessup was working on board the RMS Queen Mary when it too collided with another ship and suffered significant damage. So once again, Jessup survived another disaster and went on to work another ocean liner for many years. Yeah, she still worked on ocean liners after all 3 of those. She's like, oh, it is what it is. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Jessup's incredible tale of survival has of course made her a legendary figure in the history of ocean travel and a symbol of courage and resilience in the face of disaster. I'm baffled by this, that's crazy. You think after the 2nd one you definitely quit, right? Incredible, incredible. Number 3, the Dybbuk box. I don't like haunted items. This one here, definitely a haunted item. My ears are draining as I'm doing this, so I'm like, ah. It's getting louder all of a sudden. This small wine cabinet got some attention after being sold on eBay back in 2003. Yeah, remember eBay? Me neither. The box was purchased by Kevin Mannis. Now, shortly after, he claimed that said box was haunted and it caused him and his family to experience a series of horrifying events and health problems. And of course, paranormal activity. How do you sell that? Hey, want this? No, not at all. Sounds like it's a terrible idea. He eventually sold the box to Jason Haxton, who ended up writing a book about his experience. Yeah, it was that bad. Some believe that opening this box can release malevolent spirits into the world. Now, its origins here go back to a woman who survived World War II. This box came from her estate. So the history behind it, it's dark and it's seen some days, that's for sure. And now it lives at the Haunted Museum, rightfully so. Remember that viral video of Post Malone touching this random haunted artifact? That was this box, that was the same one. Now he's falling off stage and stuff. No idea what's going on with Post. Zach Baggins, please keep an eye on this box. Thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up for ghost-proof glass. We really like that. It's the same glass they used in the movie 13 Ghosts. They just have that around the Dybbuk box. Matthew Lillard watches it the whole time. It's lovely. Number 2, Pompeii eruption. Let's hope this one doesn't happen again, because hot. Once a flourishing Roman city located near the Bay of Naples in Italy, that was, of course, until 79 AD, when Mount Vesuvius decided, I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna go off and bury the entire city and all its inhabitants under layers and layers of ash and pumice. How scary and horrible is that? The eruption was so powerful that it wiped out all life within a 16-mile radius. Yeah, it makes you think about Yellowstone National Park a bit, doesn't it? Or if this terrifying, she does some random shit. Pompeii remained buried and forgotten for almost 1700 years until it was rediscovered in 1748. Today, Pompeii is, honestly, it's amazing. It's an archaeological site that offers a glimpse into ancient Roman life with well-preserved ruins of homes, public buildings, streets, artwork, you name it. There's a restaurant that's open now. They reopened a restaurant they found buried. That's incredible. And there's also a great amount of people who steal from this ancient landmark because Humans are so stupid. Yeah, how to get cursed. This is how you do it. Listen up. Tourists would steal fragments of monuments, literally pieces of the city. They would pull out and then put it in their pocket. Yeah, put a little bit of Rome and take it home on our flight. And then put out my lovely fireplace there. That's great. 100 packages a year will get sent back to the archaeological superintendents, most of them being accompanied with a letter explaining all the bad luck that occurred after they took the piece. Yeah, don't take haunted pieces of Rome home with you. Don't take Rome home. That's what they should say. I'm gonna make a shirt and say, it's because they don't take Rome home. Everyone's like, what does that even mean? I'm like, watch the video. I don't know, there's a QR code on the back, scan it. And finally, number 1, James Dean's haunted car. James Dean's love for fast cars was well known, but sadly, because one of them was haunted. Apparently, let's talk about that one. One of these cars ultimately led to his tragic death at the age of 24, but some are now convinced that all of his cars were cursed in some way, shape, or form. There's a car curse, if you want to call it that. Dean's first vehicle was a Triumph Tiger T110 motorcycle. Now, it was involved in an accident that left him with a broken leg, which, where I'm about to go with things, is not bad, considering. His next car, a Porsche 550 Spider, is the one that he famously died in after colliding head-on with another vehicle, much worse than a broken leg, in my opinion. Now, that's already tragic enough. That's dark history right there. Could probably end the point. But after Dean's death, things happened. Afterwards, the Porsche was sold off and quickly became infamous for causing more accidents and more weird deaths. One of its owners even reported seeing the ghost of James Dean sitting in the passenger seat shortly before they crashed. That's really jarring. That would make me crash. If I saw that beside me, I'd be like, okay, let's see you later. Now, that car disappeared from public view in the late 1960s and has since been rumored to be hidden away by some collector who believes it to be cursed. So, great, out of sight, out of mind. We love that. Another Porsche that James Dean owned was destroyed when it caught fire while being transported by a trailer. So 2 haunted cars. But a third Porsche that he had ordered never made it to him because it was involved in an accident during transportation that killed that driver. So whether you believe in curses or not, there's no denying that James Dean's car collection has some dark, tragic history. Something's going on there, for sure. I don't have my license, and you know what? After that last point, I'm walking everywhere. That's it. I'm just speed walking everywhere with that big goofy belt. That's it. None of this, just this. That's so stupid. I'm Taylor McWaters. I'm out of words and time. We'll see you next time on Bumblebee. Bye now.